Live from Connecticut's newsroom, Fox 61 and The Current, bringing you more local coverage. Now, the morning news.
Right now in the Fox 61 Morning News, Senator Christopher Dodd will not seek re-election.
From the impact here in Connecticut to the national stage, Fox 61 has complete live coverage of this major political announcement starting right now.
Joe, we'll see in just a little while. We begin now with breaking news, a major announcement in the political world. Multiple media outlets are reporting that Connecticut Senator Christopher Dodd will not be seeking re-election.
It's a move that has major ramifications both on the local and national political scenes. Good morning, everyone. I'm Lim Nakrin.
Great to have you here. I'm Logan Burns. Fox 61 has live team coverage for you this morning. Fox 61's Jeff Vallon is live at the state capitol in Hartford.
However, we begin with Fox 61's Nicole Jacobs, who's live in East Haddam with more on Dodd's announcement. Nicole?
All right, Nicole Jacobs live in East Haddam for us. Thanks, Nicole.
Well, Fox 61 will, of course, bring you live coverage of Senator Dodd's announcement when it happens on television, in print, online. Fox 61 and The Current have Connecticut covered. Senator Dodd was facing a tough campaign for his Senate seat. This year, he trailed against Republican challengers Rob Simmons and Linda McMahon in a recent aggregate polling. Given Dodd's bad poll standing, other Democrats have gone out of their way to give him the spotlight in hopes he could recover before November. Last month, he got some help from President Joe Biden, who made a trip to East Hartford to stump for the senator and for health care reform.
We're not going anywhere. Chris Dodd, Joe Biden, Joe Lieberman, some of our Republican friends, as well as the president. We're not going anywhere till we fix this.
Dodd was not with the vice president in East Hartford due to a last-minute vote in Washington at the time. And in October, Democrats brought out their heavyweight for a visit of presidential proportions. President Obama threw his political weight and popularity behind the embattled Dodd at a fundraising dinner in Stamford.
Dodd also obviously played a key role in the U.S. Senate's vote on health care reform, with party lines distinctly drawn and Connecticut's Senate support glaring. Senator Dodd paid tribute to the late Senator Ted Kennedy in continuing his fight for health care reform and also voting in favor of that bill.
For people in this state and across the country, they will watch premiums reach a level they cannot afford them. 350,000 people in this state have no insurance today. If we fail at this, those numbers will skyrocket in this state.
Significant differences between the Senate bill and the one passed in the House still have to be worked out. Senator Dodd expects a final bill will be ready for the president to sign into law by February. Senator
Dodd was also working to get the UConn Health Center the money it needs for an upgrade. Dodd added a provision in the Senate health care bill for $100 million for a university hospital. While Dodd hopes it goes to the UConn Health Center, it's up to the Health and Human Services Department to decide who actually gets the money. Earlier this week, Senator Dodd also came out in support of a White House plan to give small businesses a boost. Funds would go to smaller banks to lend to those businesses. However, such a plan still needs congressional approval. Locally, Webster Bank plans to expand lending to businesses by $400 million in 2010.
Now, Senator Dodd has not mentioned his own health recently, but you may recall back in August, the senator underwent surgery for prostate cancer. He said at the time it was in an early treatable stage.
Well, as Chris Dodd's political career now fades into the sunset, he leaves behind quite the legacy.
Let's talk to Fox 61's Jeff Vallon. He's live at the state capitol, and he's got some more on Dodd's life and public service.
Well, here in Connecticut, the Republican candidates are lining up for Dodd's seat. Sam Caligiuri, Rob Simmons, and Linda McMahon are all vying for the seat, but state Democrats may already have someone in mind as his replacement. The early favorite is current Attorney General Richard Blumenthal. He is seen as one of the state's most popular politicians now. One Democratic strategist says the fall race already belongs to Blumenthal.
The other question this morning is, what does this mean for Connecticut's Democratic Party? Well, coming up this morning at 7 o'clock, we're going to talk live with the chairman of the state Democratic Party, that's Nancy DiNardo. We're going to get some reaction from her and the party, as well as what happens now. Again, that's coming up at 7 o'clock. We'll talk to her.
Stay with Fox 61 and The Current for continuing coverage of Senator Dodd's retirement announcement. We will continue to bring you more information on the senator's announcement on television, online, and in print as and when it happens.
Fox 61 Morning News just getting started. Coming up after the break, the suspects in the deadly Cheshire home invasion are going back to court. We'll have a preview on what you can expect coming up.
Also, a mother accused of a shocking crime where police say they found her children left out in the cold. 5:11 this morning, you're watching news.
Traffic is brought to you by Scranton Motors of Vernon.